why you should give yourself away. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live, coming to you live every day. Today, no different from Grants Pass, Oregon, here at the headquarters for BrianJPombo.com. Today I'm going to be talking about why you should be giving yourself away, and that goes across the board, especially if you're in business, if you do anything where you're exchanging money for your time. I want to talk about why you should be giving yourself away, and it's a term, it's a phrase that comes from this book, The 7 Lost Secrets by Joe Vitale. This was a 1992 book, gaining some lessons from old ad man Bruce Barton, who's kind of a lost figure from time. He's one of these people that was extremely popular during his time, but has kind of been lost in history, except for those who really pay attention to the history of advertising and copywriting, nerds like me. So this book is really a good intro book. It's a nice simple read. It is I'm gonna tell you what number 6 is of these lost secrets. I'm not giving away the book here, okay? There's 5 more other secrets, and there's more to it. I'm not going to read the chapter all the way through for you, but it's about giving yourself away. And the whole idea is that if you're out there, especially if you're exchanging time for money, especially if you're exchanging your talents or your knowledge for money, like what I'm doing here, a lot of the information that I give, I completely give it out there free of charge and toss it out there and put it out into the world. And it's not because I don't want to get paid. I have ways of getting paid. But if you are not stingy with yourself and your time and everything, you will, the whole idea is that you're going to get something back. I'll read you a couple quotes from Bruce Barton on this. He says, if a man practices doing things for other people until it becomes so much a habit that he is unconscious of it, all the good forces of the universe line up behind him and whatever he undertakes to do. That was Bruce Barton in 1927. And it uses a bunch of examples of the things that he did during his life where he just didn't. Sometimes you got to know when to toe the line and when to ask for money and when it's necessary, because it's absolutely necessary to get paid for the amount of time that you put out there, to get paid for the work that you're doing for others. And then where you shouldn't have to worry so much about it, and you need to be willing to be able to put some out there in order to get something back. This is why I put out these videos on a regular basis. I mean, this among other reasons that I put these out there, these videos and audios for people to partake. It doesn't bother me. It helps me to be able to put this stuff out there, and I know people are getting value from it because I hear so much back from people, either in comments or personally to me, people that know me telling me how much they enjoy hearing this stuff. And the whole idea is for you to do the same. That whatever your expertise is, put it out there. Yes, you get paid for your expertise, but you're not going to lose any of that by putting some out there for free and giving people a taste and being able to move it forward. And he kind of takes kind of a universal, almost spiritual look at it from this end, both Joe Vitale and Bruce Barton. But I think there's just something just very true about that, about just passing things along. There was another quote I wanted to give you from this, and it was at the very end. Yeah, here it is. This is from 1921. He says, say to yourself, here I am, a human being, just a little different from anyone who has ever lived before or will ever live again. I don't have 100% equipment by any means. There are some notable lacks in my makeup and no notable points of strength. But this is the hand that has been dealt me in the game, and I must play it. And I shall be judged not by what I accomplish in contrast with other men, but by what I make of myself in comparison with what I might have made. Bruce Barton. I think that's pretty dead on. It's a nice simple principle, but it's one of those that I think a lot of people get caught up in, and especially if you're in any form of information marketing, that you're afraid of giving it all away and afraid of giving people too much. And I think about the only thing you should be concerned there is that you you aren't holding anything back, you may be putting too much out there and giving people too much to chew on, too much to think about. But there's always got to be something more, and you've got to let people know what that something more is. So for example, for me, what I do is I have, like tonight, we can talk about dreambizchat.com. Dreambizchat.com is a website where people who are business owners or executives of businesses that are in the self-reliance field, meaning you have products and services that help people to become more self-reliant. That's a place you can go and watch a quick video that I put together. And the video is all about this dream business transformation, which is a process I could take you through in 30 to 60 minutes. And at the end, what you'd end up with, well, that's a little thing. Go and watch it at dreambizchat.com and you'll see what you have available. But it's free, and it's free only to people in the self-reliance field. So go check that out. If you'd like to talk with me about your business, I'm a business strategist. If you'd like some help with any issues going on with your business or a huge goal that you'd like to achieve in your business, you'd like to have somebody to partner up with, go to brianjpombo.com. brianjpombo.com. You can find different ways of getting in touch with me there. So that's all we have for tonight. Hey, I'm going to catch you next